There it is. E90 M3 rotors, 2010, no, it was 2012 C63 AMG calipers. It's a chassis number is a W204. Getfreakyparts.uk, or I believe that's what it is, or it's co.uk. Google it. They make it. I mentioned what you have to do to make an M3 setup work on the E46 chassis. It fills in that wheel so much. This is actually without the spacer. I mentioned this in the last one. I'm gonna have to run a 12mm spacer wherever I put it, due to the fact of my wheel weights. Tap right here. These are gonna get rebuilt, resprayed. I don't know what color I'm gonna go with. Like, I like the silver. My car is a steel blue or steel gray, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a little bit more vibrant, just because I like the bronze, which these wheels are filthy. I need to wash them. Well, that's what happens when you daily drove something. Wheels is a Alzor 510. They discontinued the bronze. I think they're only available in black on ECS tunings. And let's see. The rears are going to be fun, because I actually didn't do cross drills, so I'm going to look weird, and I kind of wish I would have went cross drills now that I had no choice with this. I waited too long. The solid piece is sold out on the websites I buy from, so kind of sad. Oh well. I'll pick them up in a couple months just so I have them on hand, because like I said, I don't like cross drilled as much as everybody else. I did get StopTech's ceramic coil or brake pads, so minimize my dust. And yeah, I lost train of thought right there. That train shipped fast. Anyway, you should be able to machine off 1.5 mil, which is 60 thousandths, right? I think so. 0.060, roughly somewhere in there, and it'll actually suck it in. You might actually not have to shave anything off. If you go about 2 mils maximum, you might hit the rotor. I haven't measured, but I can't also see everything because I put the wheel on and started shooting this video for everybody. But this setup will set you back just for the front right now with the used calipers. Remind you, I'm rebuilding these used calipers. I am into it 1,500. I think their calipers were like 900 bucks before shipping. The rotors were another 90 to 140 depending on where you buy a piece. So you got about 300 there, and then the brake pads were another $100 on top of it, with the adapter, which is another 300. So somewhere in the ballpark of like 1,500 for an upgrade kit. So if you wanted a bolt-on, get a bolt-on. If you want the 135, I have those. They are for sale. They're on Facebook, and if I need to mail them, we can work out a price. I don't know if you want to buy the rotors that I have over for them, or if we just want to make it something else. Like I said, get in contact with me. There's many ways. They're listed on Facebook in Utah, so if you go to Utah, you can find them. And I'm the only one selling 135i brakes. I'm actually selling the 996 brakes too, which are off the car, so keep that in mind. The 135, I was asking 12. The 996 was 900. So, but that's because they're machined down and they fit 17s. So if you wanted to run that instead, you can. I would sell my rear brake lines on the back side with that kit, and again, the rotors are an M3 rotor, so you know it's kind of like a fair game. You pick your rim, your rotor size, and your wheel size, and go with it. I believe that's everything. Just look at it. It looks so good. So I'm excited. That fits a lot bigger. Those are a lot bigger than I thought. It's actually like a 1/2 inch overall diameter, 3/4 of an inch bigger. So that's quite a bit considering what it is. So I hope this helps everybody. I'll actually do a real quick rundown. These wheels are just sitting on here, so let me spin these off. Oh man, where's my... Like I said, these are just sitting on here right now. And then I'll step back and show you, or get a better view for you. Okay, phone died again. We're tethered. So, yeah, you won't be able to machine it because you'll hit the pin, one of the lock pins for the brake pads. But because it's really right there. Yeah, that's about it. Like, so you just shaving the tips of the caliper it'll be fine because it's not even, it's all just there. It's just material, so you can actually, you'll be fine. But yeah, the bronze wheel is discontinued. You can buy them in black, so don't feel too disgruntled or discouraged that you can't get the 510 wheel on ECS tuning. I might call up and see if they have any scratch and dents, so I can have a full set. I doubt it, but you know, hopes and dreams. But I want to see if I can get the rear, which are a 9, and these are a 7.5, or they were an 8.5 and something. I can't remember. Either way, they're 265s in the rear and a 225, and I should have went with a 235 or a 245 up front for better tracking. But I'm going to run a 10 mil wheel spacer. 12 is more than enough to clear, obviously, because of where they put my weights. It also depends on the drum style that you get your wheel for, so keeping that in mind as well. These are meant for a 19-inch wheel. I don't like 19s on this car. It looks tacky to me, and the tires are just ridiculous priced when you're going to have a tendency to run through them. So that's why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it with the 18s and going with that. Again, if anybody's looking for 996, $900 for the front this set, and then $1,200 for the 135. So the 996 was 900. It was 1,300. That's what I was asking, not 12, 13. It's on the ad. I can't. There's so many things that I'm selling right now. So that's that. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully I have enough battery life to. Again, I'm a budget builder. This whole car has been on a budget. And surprisingly, I have bought a lot of stuff for I just scored a lot of sweet deals. Brakes for one, trans for another, diff for another. Obviously the valve cover before they exploded. They're coming back down. So you guys that are wanting an M54 aluminum valve cover, Amazon's starting to sell them for $160 again instead of the $220, $240 that they were at. Just a heads up. The M3 diff will probably go in, but at the same time, I'm going to mount this in the other diff and I'm going to hold on to it along with the ZF trans and the drive line in case something really goes awry or I don't like the 6-speed or something. I'm hoping I like the 6-speed. I really am. But I'm going to mount that. These are the Porsche rears. So if you want to know how much bigger they are, for the fronts, they're proportionate. I can't zoom out, it won't let me. So, yeah, it won't let me zoom out. Anyway, that's those. There's a new paint that I found. I'm gonna sand these down, get rid of that. Actually, I think that was like a Ford green. or something like that. And yeah, it's weird. Lets me zoom in, but won't zoom out. Anyway, so overall, I'll keep you updated on this as soon as it's done. I might not even put the trans in. I might just drive the car with those bastards on and see what kind of damage she does. Okay, we zoomed in, we zoomed out, we're back. Do we zoom out? There, whatever. So these are the new rear rotors. When you're running the 996 on Rally Road, he says to run. I've covered it before, but I'm going to cover it again just because beating it in some people's heads because they can't remember. You want to run your stock 330 rear drums. That's fine and all. You can run them, and you use E46 750IL rotors. And for some reason my brightness is turning down on me. Go brighter, not that. I hope I don't make you guys sick. Anyway, I got the rest of my lights to start working. My cable finally showed up. E38 750IL rear rotors will use your factory 330 rotors. Or I think they're all the same on the... No, they're not. The 330s are bigger. So your factory rear brake, parking brake pads with that instead of having to do M3. If I do the M3, obviously I'm just disconnecting them or unbolting them and bolting them to that disc right there. Now that I have light, I can actually show you over here, guys. That's cool. Like all my goodies showed up. So this is my exhaust tip. I think they're 3-inch. I believe those are 3-inch. And I might throw those on this car. Which one of these did I open? I think it was that one. 1 second. I'm gonna stare at a box. So these are what I picked up, and they're gonna bazooka right there. So I'll probably cut off this muffler, probably order up another one. This one for stainless is rusting. That's cool. So I'll probably hunt down another one of these, just a 3-inch in. I don't care if it's 2-inch out, because obviously I'm cutting it. So we will run these bad boys, and they're massive. So who knows, I might even delete that because of it. What else showed up? I finally got everything. I've been waiting almost 2 months for this stuff, and I don't know why. I ordered these off of Amazon. I've actually run them on all my cars that have a projector style, and the quality is just, I've had them on one of them for 3 years now. And for what they are ridiculously bright. And I will plug a set in. These ones are the Farron what? They're 9006. They got a new package. So the Forscher, again, they're like 50 bucks on Amazon. They come, you can get them in twin pack for your E34 or your BMWs. They come in a twin pack. So let me plug a battery in and disconnect this driver headlight and see what happens. Okay, lights off. And I'm probably repeating myself right now. Anyway, so this will be with the LEDs. No, it won't. Why am I dumb? We got a little flashes going on right now, but no light out, so that's good. But there's your immediate bright. It's about 12,000 lumens. The projector is going to be obviously a lot better than your standard flood stock headlights. The HID will warm up. It'll be about 5,500 lumens. Not much brighter than what it is right now. This is about 12,000 lumens, so that's all that. I'm going to start it with all this shit on top of it, so, because I'm that way. Just so you guys can get a cold warm start. I don't have a seat, so. So that's her. My check engine light is on for my thermostat, and my intake air temp sensor died finally. Might actually be part of my little bit of a lean issue. It might have blew out the seal. But this is catted resonator muffler, before anybody asks. We're smoking. No, I'm just kidding. That's just, it's cold. It's dark outside. So dark and snowy and 32 degrees. So if this helps visualize for you, it's in person, it's a lot bigger difference than you can tell. So definitely brighter. And she hasn't been started in a while, so. Oh, I'm excited to drive this bad boy, bad girl, whatever. Anyway, so I will update everybody the farther along I go, the more along I go. And I'll record this one when it gets done. It'll be fun to see. And yeah, so there's your update on Freaky Parts UK's AMG adapter kit, Rally Roads adapter kit. I will actually, like I said, I'm probably not going to put the transmission diff in yet. I will get me some seats, or I might put one of those in. No, I think that's my driver's seat. I'm gonna put that one in and go around the block and see how well these brakes do, because I want to headbutt the steering wheel, you know, leave a flat spot, headbutt the steering wheel, and deploy my airbags all at the same stop. Better drive with square tires. So I will update you when that's all complete. Lately I haven't been able to come out here and work on this, because I think the last time I worked on it was sometime last week, and this weekend is not looking like I'm going to be able to work on it either. So we'll get there. We're getting there. Till then, talk to you later. Stay tuned.